For you, was it a pen?
I can see Steve's point. I can see the fact that there's no intent whatsoever. He's clearing the ball and he's very unfortunate to follow through. But in a way, maybe the best answer is to give you Martinez's own answer. You know, his only complaint after the game was that he felt that the referee was too keen to give it. He didn't actually say it wasn't. He referred to it as a mistake. He referred to it as one moment that cost them. He didn't complain about the decision itself. And I suppose in the end, that's the answer. I'm with Steve in the sense that I kind of feel uneasy when these kind of decisions are given. I feel uneasy when a player who hasn't looked for the contact and hasn't really provoked the contact is the one that's punished for it. But as you were saying, Dan, his studs are very high and it is a full set of studs on the shin. So I guess in a way, it's inevitable that it gets given.
Greece just one shot on target, hardly any of the ball. Is this just one of those days for Spain, or is it deeper problems?
Well, in a way, that's the question that I think will be asked over the next week, and in particular over the next two games that Spain played. Because, look, I think we sometimes don't appreciate how difficult it is to break down a really, really defensive team, and particularly a defensive team that's well organised. But I think Spain were slower in possession tonight than they've been previously. The ball didn't circulate particularly well. They weren't very fluid. They weren't very incisive. And of course, as you say, that could be a one-off. But look back at the way they went out of the last World Cup against Russia. They had over 1,000 passes and never really found a way through. They never really had that cutting edge. And I think that's the thing that will concern Spain. It's worth pointing out, though, at this stage, that the starting 11 tonight, 9 of those 11 started the game when they beat Germany 6-0 in November. So this isn't a team that struggles for goals, but of course it's very different types of games. That Germany team came and pressed very high, but was slow, and Spain found a way to run through them almost at will. This was a team that defended very, very, very deep. I think the positive thing from Spain's point of view is just that sense that Bryan Gil, when he came on, offers them something different and is quite electric and gives them a kind of a different way of trying to open up very defensive teams. But the performance wasn't good enough.
You talked about the fact that obviously this game will be reviewed after the two remaining matches, but initially, Sid, what's the general attitude to this draw?
Well, the general attitude goes very, very much hand in hand with what I said, which is that the previous game in November is that Germany win, that 6-0. And so the response to this is a kind of, oh, there goes all our optimism, you know, all that elation that we had. And there's been a kind of a sense of saying, and obviously, look, this is an immediate reaction. This is what's said on Spanish radio and TV immediately after the game. It's some of the things that the players have said. Just that sense that, did we get a bit too carried away with that? Did we allow ourselves to get overexcited by that? Now, look, you beat Germany 6-0, you're going to be overexcited. So I think the immediate reaction is just a sense that things need to be sped up, that there needs to be a bit more cutting edge, that there needs to be just something a little bit different. Because, of course, this idea of Spain totally dominating possession, totally dominating the game, but not finding a way through is a recurring theme. Even if you can look at it and say it's difficult to do and it can be a one-off, it's a recurring theme for Spain, and that's the thing I think that makes people a little concerned about it.
Sid Lowe, as always, thank you very much. Just a reminder, ESPN FC back on your screens tomorrow. Be sure to join us. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.